Hey everybody, what's up? Alex Mitchakes here from Mitchakes Music, coming to you guys from the lovely cutting room of Mystic Ground Studio here in Dallas, Texas. And it's the beginning of another month, so it's time to revisit our record spin series, guitar music worth checking out. Remember, the guitar isn't dead despite what you've been reading in the New York Times and other articles. It's just, I really think it just needs curated more and needs some people to point you in the right direction where great music is. I really think as a musician that one of the greatest things you can do is always listen to music to remain inspired. New music kind of fills you up. It keeps you interested in playing your instrument. It can show you new things. It can keep you going. I really think new music is the way to go. And I'm really, 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 really unbelievably honored that I get to talk about this next record, Record Spins artist. This record just came out last week. It's brand new. Rarely do I show you guys a record as it just comes out. I'm usually playing catch up, but you know what? Calendar lined up this time, and I get to do that. So the record that we're going to be talking about this month, and even the artist, is we're going to be talking about the Raconteurs. The Raconteurs? The Raconteurs? The Ranka what? Raconteurs. Raconteurs, it's one of Jack White's other bands. It's a band he formed in 2005 with Brendan Benson, Jack Lawrence, and Patrick Keeler. They're based out of Nashville, Tennessee, and they're kind of much more of a cool blend of indie rock and country music and punk rock and Rolling Stones kind of tones. I mean, they just kind of have their own thing going on. And so I'm so happy this record came out so I can talk about it and share it with you guys. It's out now. You can go over to your local record store. I recommend checking out Josie Records. I also like Spinster. They got a really hip Spinster over in Bishop Arts District. If you're going over to Spinster, check out my friend Kate Samro. Kate runs the record store over there. If you want a copy of this record, Kate will hook you up. If you're on the other side of the Metroplex, I really recommend Josie Records. It's off 635 in Josie Lane. Kick butt record store. They do CDs, they do tapes, they do vinyl. You can buy a record player there. One of my favorite record stores in the whole city. I highly recommend going to go check it out. So, if you want a copy of this new record by the Raconteurs, which is entitled Help Me Stranger. It's a really fantastic album. I think it's one of the better albums Jack White has put out in years. It's so much more cohesive, so much more organic, so much more joyful than anything he's put out in his solo career in recent memory. And I am absolutely in love with it. So I'm going to give you guys my review of the record and some of my favorite key tracks, and also some of the Raconteurs' other music that you should be checking out to stay inspired. If you've never heard of the Raconteurs before, this is going to be a wealth of information. And even if you're kind of a longtime friend of the band, and longtime fan of the band, I'm going to try and pull out some old rarities that maybe you've never heard of that are worth checking out. So here we are for our Record Spins Artist of the Month, checking out the Raconteurs' new album, Help Me Stranger. It's available now. You can get it on all streaming services, as well as buying it at your local record store. Again, this is Jack's other band. And they kind of formed as a gag in 2005 when Meg got sick at a White Stripes gig, and they had so much fun. They just kind of went with it and became their own band. It was one of the first things Jack recorded on his own third-man record label, his recording studio and his record label based out of Nashville. So my review of this record, it's one of Jack's best in years. It is so joyful. It's so much fun to drive in your car really fast with the record. You can jam out with it at home. It's great in headphones. It just seems to work everywhere. I'm so thrilled listening to it. I'm glad Jack and co are back. They really made something special. So my favorite tracks on the new album, Help Me Stranger, include Bored and Raised, Help Me Stranger, Don't Bother Me, and Live a Lie. The whole record's great. You can just put it on, drop the needle, and go. But if I'm going to be going on a workout and going on a run or something and going through my smartphone when I'm on Apple Music, those are the four I have on repeat. They're just killer. Don't Bother Me is like Jack's version of a nursery rhyme. It's unbelievably great. The way they've double tracked the vocals on stuff, the way the guitars kind of rage and have their own distortion, even though they're going through Fender amps, is kind of unique. I think they play Gretches and Telecasters, and they just freaking rip. So that's my review of the new record, Help Me Stranger. Should really check it out. I think it's great. If you've never heard of the Raconteurs before and you want some new stuff or new old stuff worth revisiting, the other two records they have going on are number one, Broken Boy Soldiers. Broken Boy Soldiers was their first album, came out when they first came out, I believe 05, 06. And some of my favorite tracks on the record include Steady As She Goes and my all-time favorite, Blue Veins. Oh, the backwards guitar solo on Blue Veins. Oh, so good. So good. Needs to be in your repertoire. You will be inspired. It's unbelievable. If you want to check out a really great live performance by the Raconteurs at this era, and I'll put a link of it below in the YouTube video to where you can find it. A great example would be when they would cover Bang Bang by Nancy Sinatra, and they kind of turned it into this awesome guitar-centric kind of song where Nancy's is this tremolo-filled guitar riff, and she's very delicate, you know. They shot me down, bang, bang. Kind of real delicate, you know. And Jack and them just kind of slammed through it, and it's awesome. When I was about 18, that was my first time I ever saw the Raconteurs, was this particular song. This is what made me fall in love with them, was their version of Bang Bang. So the Raconteurs, their second album, the other one we're checking out, it's called Consolers of the Lonely. It's their second album. This was the first one I ever bought of theirs. I bought this one first and then made my way back into Broken Boy Soldiers. So Consolers of the Lonely was the one I used to jam in my car all the time while I'm driving around. It's just killer. My favorite tracks include I Salute Your Solution, Many Shades of Black, Old Enough, and the album ender, the slow burner of Carolina Drama. Great songs. So that's our Record Spins Artist of the Month, guys, the Raconteurs. I'm going to post a bunch of links and a lot of shared content about what to try and get you into their music so you can see what's cool about them. But that's who you should be checking out this month, the Raconteurs. They're on tour right now. So if you want to go see Jack, I recommend buying tickets and going on tour with them. They're going to be coming to a city near you. I think I'm going to be driving out to Tulsa to go see them in September. They're doing 2 or 3 dates in Tulsa. So it's a quick, short drive up to Tulsa from here in Dallas if you want to go see them there. All right, guys. I'm Alex Mitchakes from Mitchakes Music. That's me saying bye from the cutting room here, Mr. Ground Studios. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.